friend, my name is Doombabe, and today we're going to be talking about shit the Magic players do that drives me insane. Pet peeve number 1 is the people who reach over and grab your cards without asking. I am perfectly okay with letting you read my cards because there's a crap ton of cards in Magic, and I don't expect you to know what every single one of them does, but at least have the common courtesy to ask before touching my things. I mean, is that something that your parents did not teach you? Seriously, just be polite. Is that so hard to ask? Pet peeve number 2 is people who refer to their lands as like water, wind, and fire.
I'm going to play my Intet the Dreamer, which is a water, fire, and earth creature, as you can see.
Like, it says on the card that it's an island or it's a mountain. Like, I don't understand why this keeps happening. Pet peeve number 3, people who eat while playing. This is it drives me insane. I mean, people say, oh, well, you know, I have a napkin, and it's like, yeah, you have a napkin, but
it doesn't get all the crap off of your hands. You're still going to have little, like, bits of grease and crumbs and just crap, and then it's not just the fact that you're touching my cards with your gross, greasy hands, but I also have to listen to your lips smacking, and you have to obviously drink something to wash down all of the sodium, and just the overall experience is really distracting, and it's honestly gross.
Unless you are going to time every single game, you should have the time to, like, snarf down a bag of chips like the rest of us in between rounds. So just stop. There's a time and a place for everything. Pet peeve number 4, rapid hand shuffling. And you guys all know who I'm talking about. The people who, like, shuffle their hands like I can't even do it with those cards. Those cards are too big. But, you know, the people just keep shuffling their hands because they're nervous, and it's just a nervous tick, and you're making me nervous by doing it, and it's really distracting. I mean, just calm down. Seriously, I can see you bending your cards while you're shuffling them because you're holding them so tight. Alright, the next pet peeve are people who demand handshakes after every game. I get that we want to have a sense of camaraderie in our community, but don't get fussy with me just because I don't want to grab your hand and wiggle it a little. I think hands are gross. I mean, seriously, just the texture, just the fact that you've been touching other things, you've been grabbing other people's hands, it just wigs me out. So keep that in mind before you get on my case because I don't want to grab you. And the next pet peeve, in the words of Patrick Chapin, are the still had all D's players. The ones that rub their victory in their face by showing you their hand and displaying how they could have killed you 3 different ways that turn. Because, like, that really matters. Seriously, sore losers are bad, but the people who are just assholes for being winners are like 10 times worse. Alright, the next pet peeve, EDH players. Specifically, the jackasses that will intentionally draw out a game just to unnecessarily build up their board state while their deck strokes their dick. Just stop. I don't want to see you go on for 5 minutes just to put shit on the battlefield even though you already know you have the game locked down and you know it. On the flip side, people who are just too damn impatient. No, it is not your turn yet. We're still in the middle of my combat phase, and we haven't even started deciding how much damage you're taking yet. And the last thing that really drives me crazy with the Magic community are trade sharks. The people that will say, oh, well, I know that the average price of that card is $150, but what do you value it at? Or the people that will insist that you'll never find a buyer for the average price that you are giving them, that you're getting from the internet, when really, we all know what you're doing. We all know that you just want to rip someone off. And this doesn't have anything really to do with the Magic community, but the Magic game itself. And that pet peeve is the walls of text. I don't even really understand how old Magic games finished in a timely manner, because it would take you 15 goddamn minutes just to play the ice cauldron that you're trying to put on the battlefield. So that's it for my little mini rant on just things Magic players do that drive me crazy. This is just something that I needed to get off my chest. I needed to say it. And I really hope that this gets some people to, you know, stop doing the stupid shit that they're doing. But if you have any pet peeves, whether it be with the Magic community or the Magic game itself, be sure to let me know in the video comments below. Otherwise, happy unbirthday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! to use very well-known historical figures and say, hey, this is how they would act and this is how they would fight. This is really shown in the episode where Saber is being criticized by Ryder for being a king that saved her people instead of teaching them how to survive on their own.